Marvel Studios just dropped something I went into with hope, but never expected to love as much as I did. Marvel Zombies Season 1. And let me tell you, this show is wild, brutal, stylish, surprisingly emotional, and honestly one of the most fun rides Marvel has released in years. And I say that as someone who absolutely loved X-Men 97 Season 1. Review on that coming in a separate video. Today we're breaking down everything I loved about Season 1, why the series works way better as a 6-episode binge, and why the What If prequel episode is mandatory homework before you hit play. And yes, we're talking about the Namor scene, because wow, terrifying. Marvel Zombies takes everything you loved about the What If zombie episode and cranks it up to 11. The tone is darker, the stakes are higher, and the world feels genuinely dangerous, but never hopeless. The series manages to balance horror, action, comedy, and heart without ever slipping into self-parody. What impressed me most is how confidently it captures the feeling of a world already gone too far, a world where survival is the only goal left. And unlike a lot of MCU shows, the pacing here is tight. It moves fast but never feels rushed. The 6-episode structure really helps. You're constantly pulled into something new. New territories, new villains, new survivors, new horrors. Now let's talk about the moment that absolutely floored me, the Namor scene. In the MCU, Namor is already a powerhouse. But in Marvel Zombies, he is nightmare fuel. The atmosphere, the music, the slow-building tension, and then that shriek, oh my God. Everything builds into this perfect, horrifying reveal. It doesn't matter that he's a hero in regular continuity. Here he feels like a shark in human form, a primal force, unpredictable and terrifying. This one sequence alone made the entire season worth watching for me. It is incredibly rare for Marvel animation to genuinely unsettle me, but this did. It's the closest we've ever seen to the comics level of horror translated perfectly to animation. Let's talk about Hulk, because this isn't the goofy, selfie-taking Professor Hulk. This is Hulk unleashed. And honestly, I loved it. Hulk in this universe feels like a force of nature, unstoppable, untamed, and possessing unimaginable strength. His scenes hit hard and remind you just how terrifying Hulk really is when he's not holding back. He brings raw, physical stakes to the series in a way no other character can. One of the most unexpectedly enjoyable parts of the season is the survivor group dynamic. The sacrifice, the hope, the loyalty. Marvel mixes characters you would never expect to see together and lets them bounce off each other in a ruined world. And it works beautifully. You find yourself rooting for Kamala to escape one more inescapable horror. The world building is surprisingly rich. Abandoned safe zones, infected territories, new factions, and pockets of humanity clinging to hope. Every episode expands the map. It feels like a lived-in apocalypse, not just a backdrop. And then, of course, Wanda. Because Wanda in Marvel Zombies is exactly what you expect, and more. She's not just a threat, she's a presence, a walking apocalypse wrapped in red chaos magic. But she also represents this strange kind of hope. What makes her so disturbing is the emotional layer underneath. Even when she's hunting people down or wiping out entire squads, you're waiting for that flicker of redemption. That tiny moment where maybe, just maybe, she seems like the only option left to save them. But don't get it twisted. She is pure, irresistible power. Overpowered in the best possible way. Wanda fans are going to eat this up. Before you start Marvel Zombies, you absolutely need to watch the What If zombie episode. It sets the foundation for everything. How the outbreak started, which characters fell, who survived, and what the infection rules are. The series assumes you know that backstory. Watching the What If episode first makes the emotional beats, the character arcs, and the logic of the world hit so much harder. So here's my honest verdict. Marvel Zombies Season 1 is one of Marvel's best animated projects yet. It's bold, it's scary, it's thrilling, and it's surprisingly heartfelt. Watch it as a 6-episode binge, treat it like one long apocalyptic movie, and definitely revisit the What If prequel first. The Namor scene alone is worth the price of admission. Wanda is terrifying. Hulk is a beast in the best way. And the whole package? A huge win for Marvel Animation. Bonus moment. We're covering this in a standalone episode because it was just that epic. Icarus versus Zombie Captain Marvel. Yeah, that deserves its own entire video. Absolutely loved this series. If you enjoyed this review, drop a like, subscribe for more breakdowns, and tell me in the comments who your favorite survivor in Season 1 was. Thank you for watching.